much does the growing gap between rich and poor matter? Quite a lot if you listen to politicians and others who worry about the direction of the country. The difference between rich and poor is most apparent in cities like London, but significant gaps exist within much smaller areas as well. In the latest of our 100 Constituencies series, our social affairs correspondent Michael Buchanan reports from Harrogate in North Yorkshire.
You're all set for the big day?
We are, yes.
And the big day for you is next Monday, May the 4th, not election day, isn't it?
Not election day, no. On May the 4th is our gala in Bilton, and we just have a wonderful day.
Sarah Butler, owner of the Roots and Fruit Store, which serves the communities of Bilton and Woodfield in the north part of Harrogate.
We don't see Bilton and Woodfield as split, we see it as one community.
Would you say there's any differences between the two of them?
No, not at all.
That sense of one community binds this area, but look closely and there are differences, some significant, in life expectancy, home ownership, unemployment levels. Armed with statistics from both the local council and the Centre for Social Justice think tank, I head to Bilton Working Men's Club, which is actually in Woodfield. If you live in the poorest bits of Woodfield, your life expectancy is 7 years less than if you live in the richest parts of Bilton.
I don't believe that for 1 minute. That might be true about the Gaubles in Glasgow, but no, 7 years.
If you go to the richest part of Bilton, then that is in the top 10 richest places in Britain. In Bilton?
It's not even in the top 10 in Harrogate.
So the number of houses in bits of Bilton are 1% social housing, and in bits of Woodfield there's up to 63% of social housing.
Right, well, we're not talking about rough council housing areas. You know, it burns out cars and out like that kind of thing. We're not talking Leeds here, you know.
That's through. Minutes from the club is a well-kept council estate, tidy houses with their own gardens and clean two-storey flats. Outside one of the flats, I meet neighbours Tina and Brian. He's mowing her small lawn while she holds the cable. Brian suffers from poor eyesight and has frequently cut the flex.
I mean, there's a lot of ill people on here.
A lot of ill people?
Ill? Yeah.
I'm disabled, I can't work.
Well, I mean, there's old Brian here, he's just moved in, he's only got 18 months to live. I mean, I have seen literally loads of people in and out of here.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable how many die in here. We call it death row.
Honestly, when I first moved in here, the lady that were in charge said, oh, it's all right, they'll all be dropping dead like flies.
They're in and out like yo-yos.
I mean, there's ambulances and police cars here nearly every night, and responders coming round.
According to the CSJ think tank, long-term unemployment rates here are 3 times higher than in the best parts of Bilton. When did you last have a job yourself?
Oh gosh, that's a good while ago. I think last job I had was at Pennypot, and it was 1982, I think it was.
1982?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, I've been disabled. Well, I was diagnosed at 37 with my spondylosis at spine and that.
You know, because they've done all these benefit changes, so they put pressure on. Did they put pressure on to get a job or anything?
They kept sending me up to the job centre, but she said, we don't think you'll be able to do any jobs.
The walk from this part of Woodfield, among the poorest 10% of neighbourhoods in England, to the best part of Bilton, one of the richest areas in England, is little over half a mile. 2 worlds split by a disused railway, connected by a pub, the Gardener's Arms, which is where I meet 3 friends, John, Jim and Dave.
Well, there's a big house up there, must be worth £1 million, mustn't there? Top of hill. No, not mine. Opposite. There's Bilton Dean, there's White House at top there.
Yeah.
The Ridge. Yeah, Ridge. That must be worth £1 million.
And what could you get for £1 million in Woodfield?
No estate. Can't load of council houses.
About 8 or 9 would bring £1 million in money.
So you'd get 8 or 9 houses in Woodfield for the price of maybe 1 in Bilton?
Oh, yeah.
That's a slight exaggeration, according to local property values at least. But the 3 men, like almost everyone else I meet, don't seem bothered about local inequalities. At the Bilton Children's Centre, there is once more little appreciation of the differences in the neighbourhood. But the manager, Fiona Corby, who's moved to Harrogate in the past couple of years from Scunthorpe, says that may be because of the nature of the town.
Families I come across here are far more aspirational. It is sometimes harder for families when they live in a town like this or a neighbourhood that is quite wealthy to actually deal with loss of job, being in debt. So I'm not saying there aren't some people that will ask the question, why are they doing so much better? But I think there is also a sense of hopefulness and, like I say, aspiration.
Michael Buchanan reporting there, and usual comment applies. You can find a full list of the candidates for that constituency on the website.
It is now 7:30, and here is